What's up everybody, my name is Lambi Plays and welcome back, oh my goodness, to another episode on the Evriss SMP. This is episode 4 of our Let's Play here, and I've got some dirt. I've got dirt in my hands. We are starting off right in the mix of things today, right here in our base area, because I am busy with some well-laid plans. I'm dealing with a group of he just despawned. We're dealing with a bunch of things at the same time. We're doing a lot of building in that area. I want to show you guys that, but we are starting off right here in our base because I am starting to lay out the plan for what our base is going to be. Now there's a whole lot of stone laid out and it looks really bad. So I'm gonna take a few moments and we're gonna fix all of this up, and then when we flash back, everything will be ready and I'll show you guys exactly what I have planned for our big base. Well, not a base, it's more like an area. That's besides the point. It's besides the point. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That is our area. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I tried my best to find the same spot to stand in. I could not find it. I couldn't find the same spot to stand in. But this is the area. This is how I have it prepped. I tried my best to clear up the buildings on this side because this is going to be my first focus. We've got the pathways laid out here, and I'm going to tell you guys the story of what I have planned. Now it's taken me some time to get all of this done. Why? Because I've been villager trading. I've been doing a lot of villager trading. I went to Sunstone Leo's base. I got some bamboo from him. We have started a small bamboo farm to just get us started. We are actually going to do a mega bamboo farm a little bit later because the bamboo is going to be our main smelting material. They've got us. We changed the sugarcane in here for bamboo, and I see we are losing some bamboo in there. But yeah, we've got some bamboo coming in there. That's okay. Let me just hop over here. I want to show you guys the villager trading area quickly, and then show you the mine that I'm working on. This is the villager trading area as I have it. You guys will see I'm working on these guys with the glass a lot. I have a lot of emeralds. I think I have about 2 stacks of emerald blocks by now because I keep curing the villagers and getting better prices and just trading glass and stuff. Getting good XP, getting levels, that's my important thing because stuff. These are the mines now. This is the area that I'm working on. In between, when I have some time, I want to show you guys this because this is going to be important. The mines are going to be very important a bit later on in our story that we're going to be telling in this area. So let's just run through here. We're going to go back up into the overworld, or into our upper area here, and then I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what we have planned because it's a big plan. It is such a big plan. I have so many ideas. So many. Do I have a map? Yes, I do. I do have a map on me. A map will show you guys a little bit better. I know it looks a little bit weird on the map right now, but okay. I want to tell you guys what my plan is. Now this is going to be about a third, maybe even a quarter of the entire area. Now I went in and I looked up some old buildings, some old building styles, some towns and cities from days gone by, and I got some really good inspiration on what to do with our area. Now the library is going to seem a little bit out of place, but also not. It's going to be incorporated so well into our area. The lines that I created with the pathways are going to be our streets. Now what I found when I did all my research was that the streets were always very narrow, very cramped. They made you feel kind of claustrophobic, and that is the feeling that I'm going to try and create with our area here. The houses are going to be a little uneven, a little off-center. It's going to annoy my OCD to no end to have to build houses and buildings that are off-center. You know, you got one going 2 blocks back, 1 block 1 forward, 1 block 2 forward. It's just going to be it's uneven. It's going to be very cramped in the streets. Our block palette is going to be, I will lay that out in 1 second. We're going to go grab the block palette and we'll lay it out over here. But yeah, this is, we're going to have a little circle here with a small water pit. I want to work with circles, a little bit of diagonals in between. Want to try to do things that I've never done before. And this is one of those things, you know, doing circles, diagonals. So that's a thing, but these pathways are going to be our streets, and it's meant to be narrow, it's meant to be claustrophobic, and then the path is going to peel off to this left hand side, and it's going to continue all around this spruce forest. We're going to be leveling a lot of this spruce forest, and we're going to be turning it into our town. Now the other members of our Evriss SMP, they are having like mega bases and they're building farms and all that stuff, and I applaud them. But this is my plan, this is my idea. The biggest farm that I'm going to have is the bamboo farm. We're gonna have to make a mega bamboo farm because I'm gonna need a mega smelter, just for the sake of working with some blocks that I might not have like all the blocks full. I don't want to go into the library. I want to finish the library first before I show you guys the inside. So I'll sleep down here when the sleep time comes. So it's just like I have so many ideas. I have so many ideas. Okay, I'm gonna clear out this a little bit. Let me grab my block palette for you guys, grab us some sleep, and then I'll check you guys back up in our area. Alrighty, we exit the library. I have slept and had some breakfast, and this is going to be our color palette. Yes, this is not the most common color palette. That's not the plan. This is meant to be uncommon. It's meant to be weird and out there. So I have some deep slate. I'm going to work with some deep slate and deep slate variants around here. I really like the deep slate blocks. They make me happy. Cobblestone and stone. We are also going to be working with the spruce. Obviously we have a bunch of spruce around us, and the stripped spruce, and these are oak planks. I would like to bring in some oak logs as well, and some jungle logs. I'm gonna find a jungle tree around here somewhere. I shall find a jungle tree around here somewhere. I want to incorporate some jungle wood into this area. But this is going to be our color palette. This is what I have in mind to work with. These buildings are going to be a lot of stone, a lot of brick and wood and combinations thereof. The houses are going to be small and cramped. They're going to sit on each other all the way down this line. And of course the pathways then are going to be also the cobblestone, and I will mix in some andesite, some regular stone, maybe some gravel, just to make these pathways look really natural, really worn. It's not meant to look run down, but it's meant to look lived in. It's meant to look like people actually live here and do things. So this is the area as is, and that is my idea. This is going to be an entire little medieval village slash city thing that we're going to build here. I'm really excited about this. This is, from what I've done in creative and everything that I have planned, this is going to be possibly one of, if not the biggest combined builds that I have ever done in Minecraft, and I am so excited about this. This is going to be fantastic. So I'm going to take some time. I'm going to lay out these paths properly. I'm going to, dig out these paths. I'm going to lay them out with all the materials that we need, and that will be my next update to the city. But for the rest of this episode, I kind of don't have much that I can do. It's a case of I need to get started in here, and I don't know how long I want you guys to sit without an episode. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna lay out those paths. I'm gonna grab up all my cobble. I'm gonna grab up all my gravel and cobblestone that I have. You're gonna go lay out those paths, and maybe lay out the shell of one of the houses or two of the houses so I can show you guys a little bit about how we're gonna deal with that, and then we'll have a look back at how things are looking. Oh, and by the way, a really awesome things, we now have access to replay mod, so enjoy the time lapse. Alrighty guys, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. I know it wasn't that long, and the process didn't take that long either. It was about 20 minutes. The pathways aren't exactly perfect. They're not the way, like perfectly the way I want them to be. There's a little bit of inconsistency here, and I'm wondering if it should be this messed up or if it can be a little more clean is the word I'm looking for, question mark. Clean is the word I'm looking for. I'm wondering if it can be a little more clean than it is, but we have a bit of the pathway then laid out here. It's going to be, I'm going to clean up here and have it run entirely into our library. Almost gave you an exclusive preview there. Exclusive preview, it's not spoilers. But this is the pathway. This is the idea that I have in mind. Again, it isn't perfect. It's not perfect by any means. I'm still gonna like change this in between episodes. Maybe I'll sit and work on how to get this path looking the way I want it to. But for now, hi. I finally got my wings. Anyway, I found my wings. They were down there. What I'm gonna do, I'm quickly gonna take some netherrack, because Vintage Beef says the best way to lay out a plan or a build is with netherrack. So I'm gonna quickly take some netherrack, and then I will lay out the first bit of housing over here. I want to show you guys what it's gonna look like quickly, and that's gonna be kind of the end of this episode. I don't want to drag this on too long, but this is gonna be, I'm quickly gonna make this build over here, just a nice little housey or thingamajiggamaboob. I'll lay it out here and then I'll be back. Give me one sec, guys. Alrighty guys, there we go. Okay, so this is, yes, it's laid out with netherrack and it's not perfect. Again, I think this is going to be a 2-story build, same as the library, just to make it nice and have something be uniform. But this is kind of the idea that I'm going for. Again, it's going to sit like right on this. Maybe I'm going to move it the 2 blocks forward, have it sit right here, or just 1 block forward so that it sits on this grass block over here, just that 1 block between it and the path on the side. And yes, the roof is meant to be off center. It's not gonna lay perfectly in the middle. It's meant to be off center by 1, just like having that bit of a tilt to the roof almost. And yeah, it's gonna be, again, it's meant to like feel you a little bit, make you feel a little bit claustrophobic. So I might move this up, and then the other build is also going to sit right on the pathway here, make you feel squeezed in when you walk in between the buildings. And eventually when we start getting into the busier areas, the paths are going to be a little bit flickery, a little bit weird. If you don't know where to go, I want you to kind of be able to get lost in this area. So yeah, this is what I'm going for. This is the idea. These builds are going to be quite big-ish, because like this is going to be 2 houses in one. You know, it's going to just have a split in the middle, so have 1 door going in there, 1 door going in here maybe, and yeah, that's the plan. That is the idea that we have in mind for these builds. A lot of wood, a lot of stone and cobblestone going in here. As always, I'm going to do ceilings and floors, so it's going to make the buildings a little bit taller, but yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. Until that happens, I'm gonna like maybe do a time lapse of this first build for our next episode. I think that's gonna be fun. But I'll work on these pathways, work on this first build, and maybe lay out the build next to this, so when we get back to each other we can get kind of a feel of what this is going to be like. And in between, I'm just going to continue my grind. I'm going to continue my grind with the what just happened? Oh, here we go. I'm going to continue my grind with the villagers. I'm busy working on some shops, some shopping ideas. So we're going to work on those between episodes, and yeah, I'm excited. There's going to be so much going on in this place when we're done with it. Okay, so that's going to be me for this episode. We have run out of time, unfortunately. Yeah, we're a couple of minutes in now. We've run out of time for this. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. I really appreciate it that you spend your time here. Whatever you do out there, please do stay safe and stay classy. Do stay out of trouble, at least try to. And I will see you guys next time. And until then, have a good one, everyone.